So let's talk about something that's, well, basically the ultimate guardian of Indian democracy. We're going to break down why an independent judiciary isn't just some complicated legal term, but a vital shield that protects the rights of every single one of us. Ready? Let's get into it. To really get this, let's start with a simple question. Okay, picture this. You're watching a nail-biting cricket match. It's down to the wire. But what if you found out the umpire was secretly being paid by one of the teams? The whole game would just fall apart, wouldn't it? There'd be no fairness, no trust. That idea is exactly what's at the heart of our democracy. Because in the grand game of our nation, the judiciary is that unbiased umpire. Its only job, its only loyalty, is to make sure the rules of the game, our Constitution and our laws, are applied fairly to absolutely everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a powerful politician or just an ordinary citizen. Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll get clear on what judicial independence actually means. Then, we'll look at why it matters, to you personally. After that, we'll explore how our own Constitution protects this independence. And finally, we'll talk about the promise of justice it holds for all of us. Okay, so let's jump right in with the big one. What exactly are we talking about when we use this phrase, judicial independence? At its core, it's a simple but really powerful idea. It means our judges can make their rulings based purely on the facts and the law. Nobody, not the government, not a big company, not even the most powerful person in the country, gets to whisper in a judge's ear and tell them how to decide a case. Their only boss is the Constitution. Now, it's really important to clear something up. Independence doesn't mean judges can just do whatever they feel like. It's not about being above the law themselves. It's about having the freedom to be fair. They are still accountable to the Constitution and to the public. You see, it's freedom from influence, not freedom from responsibility. So, okay, we've got the definition. But you might be thinking, this all sounds a bit abstract, a bit like a civics textbook. What's it got to do with me? Well, it turns out it has a huge impact on your everyday life. It really boils down to three core reasons. First, equality. It's the simple promise that the law sees everyone the same. Second, it's how we solve disagreements fairly, whether that's a fight with a neighbor or a citizen challenging the government itself. And third, and this is the big one, it's the main thing that stops our government from having too much power. It's what keeps our democracy a democracy. And look, this isn't just theory. Throughout our history, the judiciary has stepped up. Back in 1973, in the famous case of Ananda Bharati case, the Supreme Court said Parliament can change the Constitution, but it can't destroy its basic structure. That was huge. It put a limit on political power. Then you have other cases, like Minerva Mills, that strengthened judicial review, the court's power to say, nope, this new law is unconstitutional. These were moments the umpires saved the game. So if the judiciary is this important, how do we protect it? How do we keep our umpires from being influenced? Well, the answer is built right into the design of our Constitution. The people who wrote our Constitution were brilliant. They basically built a four-layered shield around the judiciary. It's all about how judges are appointed, the security of their job and pay, making it incredibly hard to fire them, and even protecting them from unfair attacks. Now, the idea is that judges are chosen based on their experience and merit, not because of their politics. But this has been challenged. Back in the 1970s, the government broke with tradition and appointed junior judges to the top job, which caused a huge uproar about political interference. It was a serious reminder of just how important these rules are. Next up is security. Once a judge is appointed, they serve until they reach a fixed retirement age. And, crucially, their salary can't be cut. Think about that. It means a government can't punish a judge for a decision they don't like by threatening to slash their pay. It lets them make tough calls without fear. And what if you need to remove a judge? Well, the process is designed to be incredibly difficult. You need what's called a special majority in both houses of Parliament. We're talking 2/3 of the members present and voting. This is so a judge can't be kicked out just for making an unpopular decision. And this isn't just an idea on paper. It's been tested. In 1991, there was an actual impeachment motion against a Supreme Court judge, Justice V. Ramaswamy. But it failed to get the votes it needed in Parliament. It showed that this protection is real, and the bar for removal is extremely high. This all brings us to the final, most important point. When we talk about having an independent judiciary, we're not just talking about a legal principle. We're really talking about a choice between two very different kinds of futures for our country.
Picture it. On one side, you have a nation where judges take orders from politicians. In that country, the law is just a tool for the powerful. Our fundamental rights are meaningless, and democracy is just a word. But on the other side, you have a nation with a truly independent judiciary. And there, everyone is equal before the law. Your rights are protected, and people trust the system. The stakes are just that high.
So, what's the bottom line here? It's this. An independent judiciary is the foundation that makes sure the rule of law governs our country, not the rule of powerful people. It's the ultimate promise that justice isn't just some nice idea, but something that every single person can actually get. And I'll leave you with this one last thought. Our Constitution gives us this incredible shield to protect the judiciary. But a shield doesn't work on its own. It needs people to hold it up. It needs respect from all of us as citizens. It needs self-control from our politicians. And it needs incredible courage from the judges themselves. The real question for all of us is, what are we doing to make sure that shield is always held high?